And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Roki Sasaki. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Just about ready to roll. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And that's how he gets started here in Los Angeles.
Ball, low.
That one fouled off. The count 2-1.
Ball,
just
outside.
missed. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He steps on the bag. 1 out in the top of the first.
Second, right fielder.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Rudder takes off. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium.
That's a ball.
The 1-1. Liner snagged at first.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
On the ground. He gets there with the slide. Nicely done for the out. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Tanner Bybee. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Miguel Rojas leading things off and takes a strike. Bybee making his first start of the year, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2021.
Ball. Ball.
Fouled off. He was late. In the air to left center. Martinez on the move to the alley. He's got it. And there's one away. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand. Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch on the ground right side. And that one handled. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first. 2 away.
Batting third, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Now it's Mookie Betts. For as much as we talk about Mookie Betts' success at the plate, defensively, he's turned into a brilliant outfielder. He's won the Gold Glove 6 times in right field, and yet in 2025 he was a finalist at shortstop, which is absolutely incredible.
Ball.
The shortstop takes the ball. Two down, nobody on. That one just
That's
missing
inside.
and the count is filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch. Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Dodgers down in order. Scoreless after 1. Back here in LA, all set for the start of the inning. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. This one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 6, catcher, Bo Naylor.
Ball 1, no strikes. No score here in the second. Sliced hard but foul.
No, that's a ball.
Here's a 2-1. Slider misses outside. Draws the walk there.
Batting 7, second baseman Brian Rocchio.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. And ball 4 to a board.
Batting 8, shortstop Gabriel Arias.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Base hit into right center. Runner around third. He'll score, and the Guardians take the lead. Tucker hustles to get it in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Golden opportunity right here. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. And a foul ball. Ball 1 there. Caught him looking for the K. Martinez wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. First pitch way inside a fastball.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. Out towards left center. Hernandez should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. Dodgers with a run scoring double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Nope, ball 1. Nope.
He's
That's the way.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Huh.
2-1 now. That one missed. This one ripped, but foul to the right. And a payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Late swing fouled off. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Arias whips it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Max
Muncy digs in. One fun note on Max Muncy in 2025, he added glasses to his equipment. Muncy, who debuted glasses on April 30th and homered in his first at-bat wearing them against Cal Quantrill. 2 down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. DeLauder on the move. And that'll do it. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning, Chase DeLauder digs in for the Guardians. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
0-2 now. Just missed.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down.
For Cleveland, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
2 down, bases empty. Kyle Manzardo, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker moving under it. And that is that. The Guardians go down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball.
That one fouled hard the other way. Ball to strike. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Martinez under it. 1 down.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
That's the ball. Ball. Hot.
In the air, center field. Kwan settles underneath it. That's out number 2.
Batting 9th, second baseman, Alex
So up next,
Freeland.
Alex Freeland. This one in the air, center field. Kwan under this one. And that will end the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Guardians 1 and the Dodgers nothing. On to the 4th, stepping up for the Guardians, Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 78, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Scott getting cranked up as well. That one missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Couldn't quite make the throw from his knees as that pulls him off the bag. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. That one misses. Ball 1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The 1-0.
Ball.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one's in there. 3-1. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Pajes holds it in on the run. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That's out the corner.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that one a little below the knees, and it's 3-0. Two runs across in the inning, top half of inning number 4. That's in there, and now 3-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder.
So digging in, Angel Martinez. His first at bat was a strikeout. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Foul ball. And a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. One and 2 now.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. It's now 3-0. Back here in L.A., ready to go, bottom four. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one sliced foul. Right through there for a strike. That one misses, and the count 1-2. That one not close. 2-2. Stays alive. And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Towards first. Hoskins takes it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Mookie digs in here. He was a strikeout victim his first time. The Dodgers hitless so far in the game. There's a swing and a miss. There's a swing and a drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it.
Ground rule double.
Takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. DeLauder settles under this one. He's got it, and that is that. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We're headed to the 5th. Guardians 3 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Number 78.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in now.
Nope, that's high.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Ripped to right. Tucker gets under it. And there's one down.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder Chase DeLauder.
No.
2 balls, no
that's
strikes
close.
to count. And a swing and a miss there.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Not close with that one. And the count is 3-1. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone. One out man at first. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez.
No, that's a ball.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two on, one out. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Popped up left side.
Infield fly.
Infield fly called there.
Up next for Cleveland, first baseman Rhys Hoskins.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
Hey!
Here's your 1.
Ball 1.
On a line. This one could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run across. They're waving Ramirez home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. Then it's 5-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Ball one there. And they'll do it again. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that's a strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
That just misses. Ball 1. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swings through that. The Guardians leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's a little bit low. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Hernandez in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Two down, nobody on. That clips the corner. Good eye in that spot. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Brian Rocchio will hit next.
Second baseman Brian Rocchio.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Makes the sliding stop. And they get the out.
Up next for Cleveland,
Still
shortstop,
relatively
Robbie
early, but with the pair of
Arnold.
runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Nope. Ball one.
Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Edgardo Henriquez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs, base is empty. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. 0-1. Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. That one missing inside. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. Guardians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Up next for
Only
the
2 hits
Dodgers,
allowed so far
second
tonight,
baseman,
Boog, so I don't think that one will
Alex
disrupt his
Freeland.
momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
This one in the air, center field. Kwan under it. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter, Miguel
Back to the top of the Dodgers
Rojas.
order. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. He swings and fouls one off. Got him swinging. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
No, that's a ball.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a 1-2. Got him swinging. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of inning number 7, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
0-1 now. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Next offering misses down and away. Got him. Now 1 away.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder Chase DeLauder.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Henriquez measures 6 feet 4 inches, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Got him. 2 out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
That one in triple digits.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Nothing doing for the Guardians there as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Set for the last half of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Sabrowski also getting ready. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. The pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Man at second. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Ball inside.
In the air to left center. Martinez on his way over, and there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. And
Nope,
there's a
that's
ball.
off the plate.
One out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom of the seventh. That's too low. Ball two. Slice down the right side. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing, and he popped it up. Out number two.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman Max Muncy.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Major League Baseball is on the show. We're at the top of the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo.
Ball.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Ball two.
That one finds the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Here's a 2-2. And
Nope,
a good
that's
eye
high.
there. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Ball outside. No,
He hasn't
that's a
wanted
ball.
to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Next offering is fouled back. That one's in there. That is strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Here
Check
we go.
swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4.
Take a base.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Cleveland, catcher Bo Naylor.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. He's already homered in this game.
Ball.
Come on, Edgardo.
Ball high.
2-0. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's going to roll to the wall. Headed for the plate. In to score from first. He's in there.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Right through there for a strike. Now the 0-1.
That's the ball.
One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. There's a strike. Next pitch misses. Now 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Smith takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop Gabriel Arias.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Edgardo Henriquez gives way, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Tanner Scott gets the call from the pen.
66.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. The shortstop takes the ball. Naylor on third with 2 out. Hit on the ground to short. Bats up with it. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. A run, a hit, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Guardians 6 and the Dodgers nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Cleveland,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
29,
roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Herron.
Tim Herron. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
Leading off for the Dodgers, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fouled off left side. Off the mark there. 3-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. That one misses.
Take your bait.
So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Dodgers, Center fielder,
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 2. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
This one in the air right field. And that's a foul ball. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Arias over to second, throw to first, safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Let's go, Alex!
No!
Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. Strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Miguel Rojas.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
The Guardians up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Oh!
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. In the dirt. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air right side, DeLauder has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. They still find themselves down 6-0. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Swing and a ground ball. Now one gone in the 9th.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder Stephen Kwan.
Here we go, Tanner.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Come on, Tanner.
Fastball for a strike. The 0-2. And that one missing low. Fights it off. He'll see another. The Guardians up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Grounds one to short. Betts tosses to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And now the right fielder, Chase DeLauder.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on the way. And that's outside. Jose Ramirez next to bat for Cleveland. This one in the air. Smith moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Guardians fail to score, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back here in LA, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
Well, sometimes as a left-handed hitter, you know you're going to see at least 1 or 2 breaking balls in the at-bat, so why not go up there ready to hit that first one? Just couldn't barrel that one up.
High fly ball, right field. DeLauder should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
Strike one.
One down, base is empty here in the 9th.
That's the ball.
In there at the knees. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Got him looking. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tim Herron out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Connor
Cleveland,
Brogdon
number
takes over on the
75,
mound.
Connor
He's into the
Brogdon.
game with the bases empty. So last chance for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Let's go, Freddie.
Ball.
That
Yep,
one off
that's
the
low.
mark, and it's 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Right through there for a strike. The 2-1. They're down to their final strike. Just misses with that one.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Payoff pitch. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.